Okay, so maybe these reviews came out a little bit late. I apologize, but we're just getting so close to the end, and I've been having a lot of other stuff going on lately. It's just been a lot, if you get my drift. But we are almost done with this season, with this marathon, and today you are getting not one but a whopping 4 reviews today, starting with this one. So let's just dive in, take a look at it together. What's up? What's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to Animation Station. You want to see for anything and everything animation, including 2 superheroes that fight crime on the other side of the world. And welcome to Gamer 2.0. This episode's amazing, not only because the first Gamer was already a great episode from way back in, I believe, season 1, I believe, was Gamer? Season 1? Yes, season 1, episode 8, episode 15, where I gave it an 8 out of 10. This is even better than that one. And if you thought that Anna Maestro was fan service, this one is the definition of fan service. Why? Well, allow me to explain. I'm going to try to get this review finished nice and quick, because there isn't a whole lot to say about this one, outside of the obvious fan service, which I'll fanboy out about in a minute. So here's the Netflix synopsis. When he can't find anyone to test his video game that pits formerly akumatized villains against one another, Max again becomes Gamer, this time Gamer 2.0, trapping Ladybug and Cat Noir in his game. So in this episode, Marinette is multitasking, having to do a bunch of this other stuff, and she keeps being asked about video games. But she can't bring herself to do it because she has so much stuff going on, and she doesn't have the time for it. Like, she enjoys video games, but she just doesn't have the time for it. It's an episode about her trying to find time to spend with friends and family, along with doing work. Which is already an interesting concept, but it worked out really, really well. Especially where, let's get to the fan service. This is the episode where we see pretty much every single villain from the previous seasons together. Now, yes, it's only 2 at a time because this is a video game, but it is still really freaking cool to see it. Like, we get Copycat, we get Reflecta, we get Stormy Weather, Bubbler, almost every past villain is in this game, and it is absolutely awesome to see both Gamer and Ladybug, as well as Cat Noir, having to be themselves, having to be all these different villains and figure out their movesets to try and win the day. Not to mention, it's all done in a really cool gaming world that is another callback, because it's back at that, I believe it's a soccer field that was really iconic to the series in its first 2 seasons. There were a lot of episodes that happened there, specifically final battles. And it's really cool seeing all these villains again, and it is kind of funny seeing Ladybug and Cat Noir try to get the hang of being these villains, while Gamer also being these villains, but having the knowledge because he's the Gamer. And it's a really fun callback and a nice way to kind of look back at where we've been, how far we've come up to this point in the series. Aside from one other time, which just so happens to be the next episode, I'll get to that one when we get to that one. And during the battle, it turns out the big final battle, well, honestly, I don't even want to spoil it. I'll just say that Marinette learns a valuable lesson about making time for friends and family, along with work. And that is a really relatable message, because a lot of us think that we don't have time for family, we don't have time to hang out with friends, we don't have time to play video games, because we're busy doing a ton of other things that we think is necessary. And this is an episode that shows that it's okay to still try to make time to spend with friends and family, along with doing all the other essential stuff. It's a really good message, and I think they delivered it here really well. Not to mention, it's a subtle little lesson about multitasking. And being a multitasker myself, that is pretty relatable. Then you have great action, great jokes. There was a lot of funny lines, especially from Cat Noir in this episode. But it's the fan service that truly makes this one amazing. At least in my personal opinion. It does what a sequel episode is supposed to do, improves on the original, and makes it even better. And in this case, they made a truly perfect episode. Like, no big bugs or glitches to hamper the experience, just straightforward, incredibly fun, well-functioning, very well-structured, incredibly funny, highly entertaining episode. Final verdict for this one's an easy 10 out of 10. And unfortunately, next time, the greatness streak has to end because next time we have to talk about what might be the most pointless episode in all of Miraculous. What do I mean by that? Well, I'll tell you guys all about it next time with Stormy Weather 2. See you then.